Check, check, 1 2 1 2. What's popping? Foundational Black Americans and anyone who wants to receive the divine information given in this audio at this time. And that means that you appropriate the information so it is not subverted and perverted. As we know now, most information nowadays is completely perverted. So with that being said, let's get down to brass tacks. And what information are we talking about right now? Information is light. Information is air, spirit, earth, fire, wind, four elements, but really it's light. What does that mean? Everything is information. Think of it as its very own spirit. Okay, so we talk about spirits and quote unquote magic and things like that. Information is light, bound by your thoughts. As a human, you have the fantastical ability to bind thoughts from the universe and to not just intake information but expound also. So that is a fantastic capability. Now, with that being said, information in 2020 right now is how we decipher spirit, light from dark, truth from non-truth. It is very unfortunate right now that most information has been perverted to the point where it's just, there's not even words that I possess that will allow me to express and such. But if you hear the sound of my voice and then you are listening to this audio, you too also understand this. You're no stranger to receiving energy information from objects or humans, people, animals, the weather, the stars, the sun, the leaves, your television, your cell phone, whatever. All forms of energy bound. Like when you see your cell phone, think of it not just as electrical components, but electrical components are doing what? They are guiding expressed bits of information together to become a component. For example, inside of a wire is what? It's a sheath. It's a sheath. It's covering. You can open up. You can slice it open. You're gonna see some gold-like coloring lines. Those are copper wires because copper is very what's the word? I'm blanking out, but copper's that word. It helps. Electricity runs very well through it. A conductor. It's one of the best conductors. So you're gonna see copper because electricity goes through that, and there's copper wires inside your phone. There are also components that take electrical signals, those tiny signals, and they turn on little other light bulbs that either say on or off, and combining those little ons and offs, just like the numbers 0, 1, 2, combining enough of that enough times gives you a large amount of numbers to create a network of light bulbs going on and off, and those, and then that way you're guiding. If you're if you're well enough of an engineer, which we all should be attaining to be, you can engineer the electrical pulses to move in a certain direction. I believe we call that AC or DC currents. So AC is alternating current and DC is direct current. So when you're doing that, it's really just, it's, without being too caricature fantastical, it's a godlike ability you have to construct and form these light waves and thought waves into what we call machines or cell phones, or that's just an example. the wheel. Okay. And those are just a few examples of the magnificent things that can be done with the correct engineering of the information that you have. Here at Freedom Cultures, I'm sorry, I'm messing up the name. Freedom Culture Technologies, LLC. We're committed to help engineering your information to. It sounds so cliche. I don't want to say it, but I was like, but I was sounding cliche. We here at Freedom Culture Technologies LLC want to better your human experience. How's that sound? That's some fucking Borderlands shit for you. For all the video game players out there, or not, whatever. But yeah, a lot of us think of our anxiety as living in the future, or being in the future, or we think futuristically. We've been trying to do that. You know, we have a new space program here in this country, and for some strange reason, as a foundational Black American, as Americans, we're taught as Black people that you should not look up at the stars, or it's weird to look at the moon or the stars, or ask those kind of questions, when undoubtedly the other side of the recessive gene pool, they have a space station, a space program now, where they're just like launching into space. It's like an Airbus to them now. So it's just really incredible. But, you know, when in doubt, use the smell test, motherfucker. Information, spiritual information. Spiritual, not religious. We're not talking about religion here. We're talking about spirit. What you breathe in and breathe out, what makes you, how you walk, how you move, how you talk, how you carry yourself, how you create, how you destroy. That's your spirit. Okay. Yes, referencing Africa. Referencing. Excuse me, because I'm slurring my words I'm not even drunk. How you slurring your words sober? Referencing Africa and other civilizations as such, where knowledge, a man's information, the information that he carries and how it carries him, that was what was important. Now, yes, with universal laws, everything eventually does become everything. So, we try one day to understand that technology. But right now, we only can do the best we can do right now. I don't really like to. Maybe I should. A lot of esoteric thinkers. I'm just trying to throw out names of humans who. I'm trying to think about who would this be reaching out to. So, because if we say these words and they're powerful enough, we believe in them, we connect. We connect even stronger. Okay. So with that being said, I see people call light. I see a lot of different names of people who want to expand their own knowledge. So maybe just students. Okay, let's go with students. Students of life. Students of geometry, sacred African geometry. I'm not talking about anything creepy, scary, nothing that has been perverted. Talking about the information that we have used to stand up straight and walk in a line. Okay? It's very imperative that we balance and correct ourselves in order not to be destroyed by the massive, unencumbered amount, almost omnipotent amount of information being developed right this very breath. If you do not want to get swallowed by this information, you must become a student. Freedom Culture Technologies, LLC. Thank you.